Hello, hello. So I've found another interesting article, and I know that a lot of our patrons use iPads, and it is about time, excuse me there with the mic, it's about time that they have a full trackpad or mouse support, and they do. Now, Apple here has been promoting its iPads as laptop replacements for a long time now, with docks, split screen views, drag and drop operations, and the latest push comes with the arrival of the iPad OS 13.4, and it has proper support for mice and trackpads. While support for pointing devices was already available in iPad OS before now, it didn't work particularly well, and I've found this to be true with our patrons, and it was really hidden away in the accessibility page of settings. And with the arrival of the latest iPad Pros, the new trackpad carrying Magic Keyboard, it's now much more capable and easier to access. Now, the next question before I get into anything else is, will this make old Apple products obsolete? So I went poking around and I found here on ZDNet, the iOS 13 iPad OS, will your iPhone or iPad run it? And they have a very nice list of iOS 13 compatible devices, along with those that will see support dropped. So these right here are the devices that will receive the update. Of course, the very newest iPhone 10s, XS, XR, XS Max, the 8, the 7, the 6S, and the SE. It will also, iOS 13 will also be on the iPod Touch, but only the 7th generation. So all iPhones older than the iPhone 6S will not receive the new operating system. This means that the older iPhones will remain stuck on iOS 12 forever, begin accumulating unfixed bugs and security issues from the point that iOS 13 is released. As for iPod Touch users, it's the end of the line for the 6th generation iPod Touch. Also, one of the things you can do is you can actually look, if you're not 100% certain what you have, when you look at the back of any of the Apple iPads or phones, you can actually find the make and model number on there. And if you plug the model number into Google or on the internet, it'll tell you which version you're actually running. When it comes to the iPad OS, which is the new name for the iOS for the iPad, here is the compatibility list. So we have the iPad Pros here at the top, iPad 6th and 5th generations, the iPad Mini 5th generation, the Mini 4, iPad Air 3rd generation, and the iPad Air 2. Also, here is the compatibility list for the Apple Watch series. It's also important to note that not all features will be available across all devices, though Apple hasn't broken down the features list for the different models just yet. What does this actually mean? Is it worth it using your iPad with a trackpad or mouse? In my experience in teaching patrons, and I've been fortunate enough over the past 9 years to teach about 11,000 people across Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties, and many of them adopted iPads very quickly. So this will actually bring the iPad much more in line with regular computers. It'll still be light, it'll still be portable, and you can see here in the settings, they do have the accessibility here and what they call their pointer control. When it can increase the contrast, you can actually automatically hide the pointer, different colors, you can pick sizes, and even your scrolling speed, which I've always loved. This has been around forever, from the little turtle, which is very slow, to the rabbit, which is very fast. So this is actually, I think, an excellent update for Apple, and I think will actually help some of our patrons who have some issues with touch screens, whether sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and they can be very frustrating, actually. So, but hopefully this will actually help people. We'll be seeing this more in the future. There's been a lot of good information out there. Thank you very much. And if you have any more ideas for videos, let me know. If you like these videos, do let me know. And I'll see you next time.